it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. Today we're working on making some more little tripod, like air plant holders. They're kind of like a little pinch pot method, and then like attaching little feet to the bottom. So we started working on some yesterday. So we have like the little like pinched cup, and then we're going to like add some feet to it. I think let's just continue using this clay that we rolled out and make some more of those shapes before we start with the feet. Doesn't really matter what order that we go in, but I don't know. I feel like we should use these before I forget about it, and then the clay gets really dry and I have to throw it back into my reclaim. So I think this is the best route. So gosh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so we're just going to do a little pinching here. This clay is, it's a tiny bit on the dry side, so we are going to get quite a bit of cracking. I'm not like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not like a pro or anything at pinching, but I don't know. I just try to do my best over here. And yeah, we have some pretty big cracks. I'm like pretty sure this is my stoneware, but let me see. Yeah, this is the stoneware, but I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, like this giant crack here. It just kind of feels like it's acting like my porcelain. My clays are extremely similar, color-wise, so sometimes it's hard for me to tell which is which. Especially when I just like take it out of the bag and I just like leave it on the table. But yeah, this is definitely the stoneware. We're actually not getting as many like giant cracks as we did yesterday, so that's nice. Let's see. You know, I suppose since, so it's going to be like this, and then it's going to have little legs on it. I'd like to keep the texture of like the pinching. I kind of like that. And then I think we could trim like the weight. I know this is really thick. I think we could trim the weight out of like the bottom, so that it won't be so bulky. Yeah, I think that would work. So I just kind of want to like, I'm just kind of pushing the clay around right now. I just kind of want to cover up those little cracks and stuff. That's what I want to do right now. I feel like this is like a good size. I feel like it's maybe a little bit bigger than I'd like. I guess we could trim it if we want to. I don't know. Or maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we should just have a variety of sizes. I don't know. I'm so bad at like figuring things out. I'm always like, I'm really bad at like making decisions. Okay, so let's see, what is new? I have made a decision, and we are going to have the shop update go live. It's going to be all ready to go by, well, Thursday night, but I'm just going to say, like, I'm just going to tell everybody, like, you know, by Friday it's going to be up and ready to go. If you watched our stream yesterday, we did a little kiln reveal with all the things that I just recently got out of the kiln that will be in the shop update. So this shop update is going to include the last 2 kiln reveals that we've done. If you don't know what the other one was, you can go check that out on the YouTube at calieandco. Sorry for my Twitch people, but Twitch like deletes things after like a week. So I upload like all of the streams to YouTube so that more people can find it and watch the videos and, you know, enjoy an hour of ceramics. I'm gonna call this one good. I really like this kind of like organic shape that we're getting. I don't know if a mushroom looks like this. I'm not a mushroom person. You know, I'm not really into the mushroom trend, but it kind of looks like that. So let's grab another one. I just kind of want to sort of cover that up. Because I don't really want it to dry out that fast. What was I saying? Okay, so quick overview for the shop update. We've got a bunch of fun stuff. So lots of underglazed pieces. There are like, I don't know, like 4 bunny plates, like jewelry dishes. So fun. We have the 2 turtles. We have 2 pancake dishes. There's a watermelon dish. Thinking. And then, so that was from the reveal from yesterday. And then I had some like cups. There's a mug. A few more kind of just like glazed, like small like ring dishes. Those are from the other like kiln reveal. What else came out in that one? I'm thinking. Yeah, those ones, like all of those I think were pretty much just like glazed pieces. They're not like the fun like underglazed things. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, I haven't posted like all the pictures and stuff to Instagram yet, but there are a few things on Instagram that are kind of like showing what is coming. I really I've been posting things like, I took my mom's pieces out of that last kiln firing, and luckily I was able to get it back from the kiln or the studio before she flew back home. But I wasn't able to like, you know, have those like yesterday for our reveal, but I have some photos of those. I made some fun things. Let me think. I made a dish of my pet bunny, Emmy. So obviously not going in the shop, personal, but I posted a cute picture of that one. And yeah, well, I'd like to like continue like posting some pictures. Like I would hate for someone to find it on Instagram and be like, oh my goodness, I need this in my life, and then it's like not available, like it's not for sale yet, you know? So I'm trying to hold back on posting the ones that will be in the shop update until it's actually like launched, and then like releasing the photos. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this strategy. I feel like that's what makes sense. I hate it when I'm kind of like assuming now that when I see things on Instagram that they're like not available. I just assume that because so many shops are just like, they're not even open at all. They don't have anything to sell. And you have to like wait for their shop update whenever that happens. My shop is always open because I don't sell out like, crazy fast or anything at the moment. But if somebody did see it and was like, oh, that's really cute, I want them to be able to like go and buy it if they want it, just kind of like leverage that or whatever. Yeah, this is cute. Let me see. Okay, so I really just want to not apply a ton of pressure now. I kind of want to just like fill in some of these cracks and just like smooth this out. Yesterday we had some pretty big cracks, and you can just kind of like smush some fresh clay in there and fill it up and kind of smush it around. So what else is new? I'm still planning on doing a market here locally in Portland, Oregon. I really want to be like last minute rush, we're gonna do a market this weekend, but I think I should not do that. So I think I'm gonna do it like the weekend after. But I'm so excited to just like get my pieces in front of people and like see what they think. See if I can sell the underglazed ones. I know they're like pretty pricey, but they take so long to do. And like ultimately I really want to like get my work into some local stores, but to do that they need to be priced right, and they're not. they're not at like retail, like the ideal retail price. I don't think. I'm not even sure if the amount of time that I'm putting into like specifically the underglazed ones, if the cost is matching like how much time they took me to do. They take so long to do, which is like why they're so expensive. And a pretty average consignment deal would be, so you would get 60% of the profits if it sold, and then the store gets 40%. And I don't think I can do it yet. Where the prices are, like where my prices are set right now, I don't think it would be able to do that, so I'm kind of like, I kind of want to like bring my stuff to the market, see if people are like willing to buy. I don't know. I'm scared people are not gonna buy at the prices where they are right now. But I don't know. I feel like I just need to like put them out there, see if I can sell them, and like go from there. So So like I know a lot of people have trouble pricing, but it's even harder when you're trying to keep that in mind when you want to be in stores and you need to be at a retail price. So consignment is 60/40, but if you're going to do wholesale, that's when you're actually you're selling it to the shop. Where consignment, it's still yours until somebody buys it, then you're going to split the profit with the shop. But wholesale, you don't have to, you're not taking it back. If it doesn't sell, you're not taking it back. It's like the store's problem. So for that reason, like a wholesale deal is typically 50/50. And I mean, like making things by hand like this and only getting 50% of the profit, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know like how, like what I can do for some of these things. And like I think that's why Etsy can be really tough, because a lot of people aren't thinking in that way. A lot of people are just like, oh, like I'm gonna make this and sell it because it's fun and I don't care how much money I make. So many people, or they're just too new to know like what a decent price is. So many people are not even paying themselves like a minimum, like what would be like a legal minimum wage. Doesn't even matter where they are. These people are not getting minimum wage. Like some of the things are just so cheap. And that's not, I'm talking about the stuff that's handmade, not just the stuff that, people are selling that are from like Amazon, and then they're saying it's like handmade. So like that's a huge problem that people have like trying to sell on Etsy, because it's like, okay, well, why should I buy your handmade item when it's like, this much money when I can go buy it from this other person for this much, and it's like so much cheaper, but it's like these people aren't even pricing like nearly as much as they should be. Which I don't know, pricing can be like so difficult, kind of like controversial, even between like artists and stuff. Like I would see so many, like it's so crazy, like the price differences that you'll see. Like I got this bowl at a market. It was like, it's this big of a bowl, and it was $15. $15. Like, you're basically saying that took you an hour to make. An hour to shape it, trim it, glaze it, and then on top of that, like, whatever cost, like for the clay, the cost for the glaze, the cost for the firing, like, but there's no way that could be like a retail price, right? Because like if you try to sell that at a shop for $15, and then you're gonna get, if it's wholesale, you're gonna get like, $7.50 for that bowl. Like that's, there's no way that makes sense. It's like, that's too cheap. It's too cheap. It's a really nice bowl though. I bought it. His stuff wasn't on sale either. Let me just say that. His stuff was not on sale either. This was at the ceramic showcase. So it was like specific for ceramics. too. It wasn't just like some random street market that I came upon. I kind of feel like this one needs to be flatter. But yeah, like looking at those numbers, it's like, man, like, I don't know. I mean, there are people that like, people work as like production potters and stuff. They can really whip stuff out fast, you know, like really fast. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just like this skill thing. But for me, it would take a lot longer than, I don't know. It would take me longer than 20 minutes at the moment to like throw a bowl. Granted, I kind of like forgot how to do a lot of my throwing because I hadn't used a wheel for a while. So I'm trying to get back up to speed. But the whole process, like you're wedging the clay, you're centering it, you're putting it on the wheel, then you're going to trim it. I think if you're really good, like really, really good ceramic person, you don't have to trim it. I think the majority of us do need to trim, but if you're like crazy good, you don't have to do that. It's already done, you know? It's already like thin enough. I don't know, but I'm just like, I can't imagine. Even if it did really only take that guy like an hour to make. Like, I feel like you should still be getting paid like more than that, because it's like, hey, like you are like a skilled artisan, and if you're able to make this in that amount of time, like you should get paid for your expertise, right? I don't know. I mean, there really is no like there's no exact like science or anything to, let me see, how should I do this? I think I should roll this out into like a square or something, and then like try to cut off even portions. I don't know. Okay. I mean, there's not an exact science to how to price your work. Because like, I mean, what people always say is you have material cost. And then you have, and then like how many hours does it take to make that thing? And then times that by your hourly rate. And so you have, that's kind of like, I don't know. I forgot the words. That's like, okay, so you have that price. And then what you're going to do is, there's like some portion where like you're supposed to like include your overhead. But I don't have overhead, so I don't really know. I don't know a ton about that. I think this is too big, actually. And then what you would do is you are supposed to times that amount by 4? Is it 4? Pretty sure it's 4. And it's just like this insane number, and it doesn't feel like it makes sense for anything. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so or maybe I don't know, maybe I'm getting like some part of this math wrong. Okay, it's either 4 or 2. I feel like if you're selling at wholesale, you're supposed to multiply it by 4. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, any of the math, it doesn't feel like it makes any sense when you like, you have this like huge number and you're looking at your piece and you're like, that's so much. I don't think anybody is going to buy it for that much money. Let me see. So the other ones we did were like that big. But these little tripods are maybe a bit bigger than the last ones I made. Do you like that? I feel like that's a good size. I don't know. The way that I try to price my work is, well, for one thing, I go to markets all the time, and I always look at what other people are selling their pieces for, here in my area. So it kind of gives me an idea of like, okay, it seems like a lot of people are selling mugs for like this much. Here, that's like about maybe like the same amount of work that I would put into mine. It's kind of hard to, I know a lot of people will say like, oh, go on Etsy and like see how much those pieces would be. But I don't know, the Etsy thing, like, I don't know, you kind of have like an issue of like location and stuff. Like, that can factor into it. Like, obviously it's like cheaper to live in like certain states than others, and like, I don't know, that whole thing. Let me see, I'm trying to get these to be like the same size. Not to mention that Etsy shows you things from other countries too. And that can be like pretty different depending on like what country like these things are from. So I don't know. I feel like Etsy is kind of hard to look at. I don't know. The best thing I can do is just look at like what people are making locally. And I keep track of the people that are like pretty similar to like what I make. People that do lots of underglaze things, because I feel like there are not a lot of people that like work in a lot of underglaze. Probably because it takes so long to make, and they're like, I want to like sell things. And I'm just over here like, I like making underglaze things, even though it takes forever and it's really expensive and no one's gonna buy it. Okay, this clay is like really, I don't know, it really doesn't want to like mesh together. That's why it made me feel like this was like my stone or my porcelain, because I feel like this is how my, okay, I probably shouldn't use this piece. I don't know. It's just like so cracked. Okay. I think when I actually have like the space and like the ability to do slip molds, I would do that. I don't have that kind of room right now. But things like these like trinket dishes that we've been doing, I love doing the bunny ones. We just made some cat ones. I'd like to do dogs too. I think the trinket dishes would be a great way, like a great piece to do as a slip mold, because I think we can focus a lot more of that like time and energy into like the actual design of it, instead of having like all this time put into it to make to like, you know, carving it, trimming it, mostly trimming really. I think that those would be some great pieces to do, because I think they're so fun, and I think it's a pretty unique thing that not a lot of people are doing. Not a lot of people do like underglazed things. I mean, there definitely are like a lot of things out there like with underglaze on it, but I feel like the majority of ceramics really is like glazed pieces. If you just kind of like look at the whole like bit of everything in terms of like decorating. I think this one's a little bit longer. Anyway, I don't know. I was just kind of like, I don't know. I've been thinking about this whole like pricing thing. I've been watching a lot of Shark Tank. Shark Tank is like it's really not that bad. Like, I feel like you would picture it as like stupid things that people are trying to sell to like these like ultra rich people. And I don't know. I feel like Shark Tank has like, I don't know. I feel like it has this kind of like stigma to it where like the judges, or not judges, but the investors are like really mean. But I mean, they're like, I mean, they're not like nice, but I mean, honestly, those like, they're really just telling the truth. I'm thinking the same things. Some of the time, you know, I mean, sometimes they go maybe a little bit too mean. But like, I would say most of the time it's like, hey, you know, everybody was thinking it. Like if it was like a dumb idea or something, I don't know. Most of the time it's just like maybe like the one guy that's like kind of mean, but generally they really don't like seem like that bad. And then actually a lot of the things on there are like kind of interesting. There really are not that many that are just like really dumb ideas. I don't know. I feel like maybe at one point I watched it, but then I just like got distracted and then like didn't watch it again, but it's actually pretty good. And there's a lot in there. for like someone that is kind of interested in like you know, like business stuff. It is pretty interesting the way that they they come up with like ideas and stuff, and the way that they would. I don't think I should use this piece either. I think these are too dry. You know, sometimes the person like pitches this, you know, product, but then they have some ideas and they're like, well, you know, what if you did this? We can make more money if we, you know, if we license the patent instead of like making a product or whatever. And just kind of like, it's kind of interesting to think about like how you could, you know, you could have like this one idea, but it could turn into like a much more lucrative idea if you know, maybe you change the clientele for it, maybe you rebranded it, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. They're different things. But it's pretty interesting. I'm really like I don't know. I've always been kind of like entrepreneurial. Like I've always been like, when I was a kid, I used to sell things to my classmates, like at lunch. Like, this is me. Like I've always been like this. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, but I always wanted to like have like a lemonade stand like out on the road, you know, like I've always been like this. And like I've always wanted to like have like some kind of business. I think a lot of the time I didn't really know what that would be until I like started selling things to my college classmates. I was selling them stickers. And then like, I don't know, like once a bunch of people were like, you know, like I want to buy this, then I like created my Etsy store and stuff and like started my handmade business. But like, I don't know, I always have ideas like of like what I want to do in the future. I mean, things change. I have ideas that change. I used to want to be like a baker and have a bakery and do like cake decorating and like, I don't know, different things. But I don't know, I have some different ideas. I don't know, sometimes I want to open like either like an art studio or maybe it's just like a local I don't really want to say gift shop. I guess like a boutique for like handmade pieces, like handmade art. Kind of like preferably local, but like, I don't know. You know, like that kind of thing. We do have like a bunch of those places. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say there's like a ton, but there are places like that here. I don't really know, like, you know, maybe how to differentiate myself. But I don't know. I have like all of these like business ideas. I'm always, I get like way too inspired. I get way too inspired to like do like all these different like crazy things. But I don't know. I think it's really good to kind of like immerse yourself into this. Like I don't even know how many episodes I've been watching. It's been a lot. And I feel like I know like a lot more about like, you know, like when they come on there, and they're like, this is my thing, this is how much I'm asking for, this is the stake in the company that I'm asking for, and I'll be like, yeah, right. They're not gonna go for that deal. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting like a pretty good feel for like some of that business stuff, and if I want to like actually have like a business later on, you know, like whatever, like an art studio or like a little handmade shop, you know, I feel like it's really good to kind of like get, you know, figure out some of that kind of like business type stuff. Okay, we've got, okay, so we have enough for 2. Yeah, these are decent size. Okay, we can like attach some of these. Let me see. Here's my little stabby tool. This is basically a needle tool, but it has like obviously multiple things. They're not, I mean, they're not like sharp, they're just like cut wire. It's really not anything special, but it is really handy. So we're just gonna like score these. Okay, well, or wait, we're supposed to like trim these. I've completely forgotten about the fact that we're gonna trim these. I guess we can trim this one right now. All right, where, let's see. Let me like move some of this. All right. So I think like pretty much, well, I don't know. Should the bowl be smooth? Or should the outside be smooth? Nah, okay, let's do the smooth, like, on the inside or whatever. I know I said the opposite, like, a few minutes ago, but one of the sides I really want to be, like, have that, like, pinch pot look. I don't know. I wonder what else is up. You know, has anybody noticed there isn't an Etsy design award? Do those happen every 2 years? I thought those were every year. I don't know. I know there was one. I do know there was one last year. But have they been doing them every year and then all of a sudden they just didn't do it this year? I don't know. I think that'd be cool to apply for. I think I don't know. I should keep that on my mind. because I think that would be really neato to try out for. I don't know. I feel like it is so, I mean, Etsy is really competitive, but like, I mean, I'm sure they get like so many like people applying for the design awards. But I don't know. I've just been like thinking about it. This artist that the shop is called Kiwi Polka. I think they're based in Turkey. I think that's what it says. I'm not really sure what their shop says. But they have a lot of like fun kind of underglaze work, kind of like what I do. And I don't know, maybe it kind of like inspired me to like kind of like do more like fun like animals and stuff. I don't really know. But they were, I don't think they won. I think they're a finalist for the Etsy Design Awards. And I don't know, I just feel like there are a lot of like similarities between the stuff that I'm making right now, the stuff that I want to make, and I just feel like it really aligns like very similarly to that shop. And I don't know, I just feel like I have way too much confidence. I have way too much confidence. Let's just put that out there. I don't know much about this shop. I feel like it's full-time. I feel like there's like probably more than one person working on it. I really don't know. Which is like so not my situation. I don't know. It's good to have aspirations, right? I'm sorry. I have like such a big head. I don't know. I'm just I don't know. What can you do about it? You know? But I guess it keeps me busy. I don't know. I think it's good to have goals, right? Everybody has goals. Well, not everybody, but a lot of I think most people have goals. I don't know. I feel like I definitely have way too much confidence. And sometimes I really need to rein it in. I know it. But I don't know. I think that's something I want to shoot for. I'm always trying to like, I know. There's so many things I say about Etsy. I don't know. I think it's just, I'm just really jealous. I'm really jealous of the people that, like actually are successful, on there and like actually can like support themselves. People that are like star sellers. They have like the Etsy's pick badge, like all the things. Like I'll just say it. I'm really jealous of those things. And like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, you know, sometimes I'm just like that person that's like, I don't know, I don't think the algorithm's in my favor, or I don't know. Like I do feel like sometimes Etsy prioritizes the people that are selling a lot more than the people that don't sell as much. But that only makes sense, you know? If I look at it from my perspective, you know, it makes me sad. But if you look at it from a business perspective, it's like, I mean, yeah, obviously they're going to be, you know, putting the people that are actually selling stuff, the people that have like, I don't know, probably good reviews. I don't know a ton about like how the algorithm like prioritizes things. Like obviously they want to sell more of what is already doing well, right? I don't know. I'm just like, there's definitely there. I think like something that makes me like mildly upset about this is that my shop was doing really well. Like, when was that? It was number of years ago. It was doing really well. And by really well, it wasn't like anything crazy, but I was averaging like $100 in sales a month, which, I mean, obviously, like, I know you guys are gonna be like, okay, that's not a lot of money, but that was like the most that I had. I mean, I don't want to say like this most I've gotten in a month, but like on average, like it was consistently, like my shop was consistently making sales and consistently this phrase with a grain of salt. Like, I don't know. Ever since I had to like, like I can't keep my shop open for like, was it a month of packing, a month of unpacking? I don't know. Minimum probably like 2 months for the move, but maybe 3 to just kind of get things back in order, get my life in order from moving states away. I don't know, but I feel like because I closed my shop for that time, and then I wasn't, obviously the shop is closed, not making sales. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there was like an algorithm thing that happened. And now I'm just like, I wasn't really on much of a radar, but whatever mediocre radar that I was on, I lost it. I was not on it anymore. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, how do I get that back? How do I get back to that point? Making $100 a month, because that is not where the shop is at the moment, I would say the thing about that is like, I know it's not a lot. It's really not anything. But the fact that it was consistent was really nice, like month after month after month, it was consistent. And that's what it was averaging. And now I'm getting lots of random amounts of sales at random seeming points of time. Selling random amount of things. You can't get any like data or like anything off of randomness. Like, I don't know. And there are probably a lot of things I'm doing wrong with my shop. It's all very overwhelming. It's very overwhelming, and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to work on the SEO. I'm actually, this shop launch has taken so long for me to do, because, well, partially, I don't know, I've kind of been watching like these videos, checking out like, has SEO changed for Etsy for 2024? And I don't know, some of the things I'm hearing about how the titles and tags, like, people used to say, I'm pretty sure, maybe I had this wrong, maybe that's why I don't have sales, but I'm pretty sure people were saying that what Etsy wanted was for words to show up, the same words to show up in the title, description, and the tags. Like the same words. But now, that's not what I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing that, I don't know, people are saying like you don't have to have any of those related words in the description at all. Some people were just putting that, like, literally those tag words at the bottom of the description. And I've been hearing like people say like you don't have to be doing that, it's unnecessary. And I don't know, I've watched a few videos, people have been saying that like I watched this guy and I feel like it makes sense to me, at least, some random guy, so who knows if he really knows what he's talking about, but I hope he does. Although anyone can just go and make a YouTube video. So he said like you kind of want to set up like your title to be, so he kind of had like two columns, like, one column is like kind of like the core things that would like describe your piece. So a mug, you might say mug, cup, drinkware, I don't know what else. And then in another column you're gonna have like descriptors, so whatever. Blue and green. So you have like color, maybe it's like, I don't know, color, theme, size, maybe like the style, like things that actually truly describe your piece. You want to put those in the title, and then you can use the tags for the things that don't quite describe the piece, but would be things that people are searching. So gift for her, right? It doesn't describe the piece in any way, so you're gonna hide that in the tags. That's kind of like the thing that this guy was saying. What else would you do? Birthday present, Christmas present, like those things aren't describing the piece directly, so those are good to put in as tags. Really, like, that's kind of like the idea. And he says that Etsy's like algorithm, whatever the thing is you want to call it, it's gonna pull up the title and tags like equally. So if you had one word in the title, one word in the tags that someone searched for, your piece should come up. You don't have to have any of the words that are in the title in the tags, because it should already know. And I do believe that the category is included in this too. So it, I don't know what categories there are, but let's say there is a mug category. You know, like you shouldn't have to put in mug in like the tags or anything. I would probably put it in the title just because that's literally like the core like idea, like the core thing that describes, you know, the piece. But I don't know, that's what this guy was saying. I can't really, you know, speak to if this is good advice, how accurate it is, but I feel like it makes sense. It makes sense to me because then you don't have to have all of these like words in the title that aren't even exactly describing it. Like if you have like home decor, like it's not really describing the piece, you know? It's kind of like, it's really describing like what it would be for, you know? And it just kind of like feels like it makes a lot more sense to me to do it that way. So hopefully it's good advice. I don't know if I would recommend this because I really have no idea if this is like how you should be doing it, but this is what I'm trying out. And I feel like because I don't have to include the same words in the titles and tags, like I am finding that like I have so much more room to put in new words. Like I'm getting even more out of, where's my needle tool? I'm getting even more out of, you know, the words that I can use because I have more like space to put them in there. So I don't know, hopefully it's okay advice. Hopefully it'll work out. All you can do is just, you know, try things out, see how it works after, I don't know, a couple months or something. I mean, do I have anything to lose? I'm not really getting sales right now. So I feel like if you are doing well, you know, you don't need to change anything. But I don't know. I feel like my shop can use some changes right now. What we got? Oh, it's 2:00. Okay. So let me grab some water, dab this on here, and then we'll just kind of smush the feet on here. What I would like to also do is maybe like, we can't right now because we've run out of time. But like have like an itty bitty baby coil and just kind of like smush it into this area where they've like connected and just kind of well, either that or like, you know, just kind of maybe just kind of like smush it. Maybe that's fine. Smush it like that or something. Just kind of like, you know, clean up the area. It's pretty typical for people to like add clay in where like connection points are. That's why it's just kind of like the thing that I thought of first. I feel like these are too close together. Let's see. I don't know, that's kind of what my other thing looked like though. Okay, something like that. Yeah, I have to go, but I do want to do, I don't know, maybe just kind of like smush this down a little bit. I just want to make sure that it is like somewhat connected and it's not gonna like fall off. Oh! Perfect. Let's just drop the piece and smush it to heck. That's the best way to go, really. If you didn't know. Okay, I think that's, you know, it's just gonna have to do. This is just gonna have to do for now. And we'll just, we're gonna have to fix it tomorrow. But this is basically what we're making. It has like little legs, and it's gonna, you know, it can just kind of like stand on its own. Yeah, it needs to be like fixed a bit, but yeah. Well, that's all the time that we have today, but I hope you liked, you know, hanging out. Join me while I do my ceramics. What should I do with this? I don't know. I think I just kind of want to smush this up and like dump, yeah, maybe like dump it in the water bowl, the water thing. It's like, this bit, it's just a little bit too dry. Yeah, and then we've got tiny legs. Just gonna dump that one in there. And then we'll continue with these tomorrow. Just kind of, yeah. All right, well, that's our stream for today. Thank you so much for joining me on Twitch, or if you caught this video on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Like, either way, you know, if you're watching the video at some point, I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, but for anybody on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I jump on for streams. Streams happen typically Monday through Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, unless something comes up. This is my lunch break, so sometimes if something comes up during work, I have to, you know, pivot, maybe cancel the stream. But I try to let you guys know that ahead of time. Yeah, and then YouTube is calieandco. You can find a link in my profile for that. You can find, if you're on YouTube, a link to Twitch in the description. Yeah, we have quite a few like ceramic videos on the YouTube. I'm making shorts. If you want to see those, they're the same as my Instagram reels, but I just kind of want to get, I don't know, hopefully make some like decent like content for people. I really just want to get it out there, so I thought I'd share them to the YouTube. What else? Yeah, but I'm trying to make more videos. It's just like, it's really overwhelming to like do the script, shoot, do a voiceover, edit. It's a lot for the full videos, but I have some ideas of what I want to do. Hopefully those will come to you guys at some point. I don't want to say soon because I don't think it's gonna be soon. Maybe I'll try, I don't know, maybe I can make, maybe reels and shorts can be a thing, because those are really not too bad to make. And I'm pretty happy with them. So I don't know, we'll just see. I can't do the stuff that's like really overwhelming. You know, making a script is probably the number one thing there. But yeah, check out the channel. I do have some other long or like 30-minute or whatever videos on there too. Some tutorials on ceramics, things for like small handmade businesses, things for just any artist to enjoy. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the channel. Well, I really appreciate you guys being here, and I will be back tomorrow to do this. We're going to be working on these little air plant holder / ring dishes. And I will catch you guys later. All right, bye.